sending you to go to test, and now you're testing positive for alcohol. Guess what happens now? He goes with you.
Not sure why he has this device on his phone.
I don't know, but there's a bond condition, and when you don't live up to the bond condition, there are consequences, just like anything in life. When you have a criminal case, you have conditions that you have to live by, and when you don't, there are very serious consequences. Mr. Steyer, you're on bond for fleeing a police officer. The report is that your device is in lockout, and it's been in lockout since 10/24.
Sir, can we address the need for this bond condition?
I don't remember the case, so let's do PC real quick.
Yes, Judge.
And then we'll go from there.
So on August 17th, 2024, at approximately 2 a.m., the officers observed a vehicle with a defective tail lamp and tried to initiate a traffic stop. The vehicle had ample opportunity to stop at multiple well-lit parking lots, but drove 0.46 miles of the final stop location. The defendant had red glossy eyes and continuously, I apologize. The defendant had red glossy eyes and the vehicle was running, and the officers also observed a slight odor of an alcoholic beverage from the defendant's body. The defendant had slurred speech and repeated, "I'm just trying to go home, I came from work," but the defendant could not specify his place of work. The defendant denied drinking alcohol, and the officers found an open container of color XO brandy container under the driver's seat and a Taurus pistol under the passenger seat without a holster.
So what bond conditions were on there that they're alleging him to have violated? You gonna help me out?
Sorry?
This is Steyer.
Yes.
Please.
I have him here. He doesn't have any previous violations, it's just that the device is in lockout.
What device?
The ignition interlock device.
So they put an ignition interlock. I guess the magistrate put an ignition interlock on it.
Charged with DWI.
Yes, conditions were ordered on August 28th. And
I get it, but he's alleged of alcohol in the car. I don't know. How, I mean, begs the question, why didn't they charge him?
It should have been a DWI judge. We're talking to this officer. It should have been a different charge.
I can't say this should have been a different charge. We're supposed to, officers are officers. We're supposed to allow them to do their job, and when their job doesn't rise to what folk think it should be, then all of a sudden they didn't do their job right. We want to talk to the supervisor. Officer didn't charge him, he didn't charge him. So he only got charged with fleeing. I don't understand why he's got this device on
Did
his
they
car.
do field sobriety tests?
They did not, Your Honor.
There was no DWI investigation done at the scene.
Was there any indication that he was intoxicated?
Yes, he had slurred speech, red glossy eyes.
And an odor of alcoholic beverage.
Yes.
Maybe the officer didn't think it rose to the event. At any rate, the officer didn't call it in as a DWI. And whether the state thinks it's shoddy work or not, we don't punish the defendant because the officer did shoddy work.
But we punish them for having bond conditions and not.
I fully understand that, and that's why I wanted to address the need for the bond condition as well as the bond. I understand that the machine's not working or it's in a lockout status, but I'd also like to address why we're having it. So you didn't put it on there.
I didn't, but I think that it's a reasonable restriction when it is, for all intents and purposes, they just didn't charge it because maybe they had an officer that was a rookie, didn't know what they were doing. I can't tell you how many reports that I have see here that might as well have been written in Mandarin, you know?
From the defense perspective, this is.
Whoa, hold up. The defense is already planting seeds. Blaming a rookie officer and shoddy investigation is a classic move, but the judge isn't buying it yet. This is where things get spicy. Is a bad police report really an excuse for ignoring bond conditions? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should sloppy police work get the defendant a pass?
I understand
That
that.
we have to work with, and if they've got a rookie or if they've got a shoddy investigation, that shouldn't be his fault. Then that's their
But
issue.
it is his fault for not complying
Absolutely.
with the bond condition. That's what happens now, Mr. Steyer.
Don't say
What can you possibly say that can help?
I don't, I was saying, I don't understand why it's locked. I called the people about it. I told them they were like, it's a troubleshoot with your device. We'll try to figure it out on our end. But they never give no information about what to do.
He can remedy that today, Judge.
No. Figure out now. I'm not going to let him go and then try to figure it after the fact. I'd like to do it now. What do you think? Do you know why it's in lockdown?
I don't, that's what I'm looking at right now. So, because for all of our other devices we have, I don't see anything on the 24th or past that until the email sent to the DVR.
Would you mind looking into, please, as to why it's in lockout? It might take a little bit.
I understand.
Have you take a seat in the jury box while we figure this out, and then Maybe 5-10 minutes, we'll come back and we'll
I
see.
understand.
And then,
From the defense perspective, we should still address the need of this. I mean, the officer is part of the state, he's part of the state's witnesses, they didn't make the allegation, they didn't file the charges. I'm still contesting outside of the fact that the machine doesn't work. And mind you, he didn't make the machine, he doesn't calibrate the machine. If the machine doesn't work, that could be no fault of his own, and we can correct that today. But if
let's do, Mr. Slider.
yes,
I was gonna send you now for a drug and alcohol test. Let's see what pops up. No,
that's fair, Judge.
see how he's behaving while he's on bond.
My judge just comes back with nothing on it. It will leave.
Yes. This question is if this drug test is clear, free of any alcohol, any drugs.
Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
We'll do,
Send you
Judge.
for a test now, and we'll go from there. If you're clean, it'll go a long way for you. If you're dirty, cross that bridge when we get there.
Sir.
My only concern, Mr. Steyer, is public safety. Nothing else matters in my life. And if you're gonna play adult games, or if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, or you get adult consequences, right? When you act like a child, we treat you like a child. If you do great things, then we congratulate you and reward you, right?
Sir.
Okay, just take a seat for a room, chair. We'll be
Thanks,
back. All right, Mr. Slider. So I'm not happy with it.
I know.
It's unacceptable. He's in lockout. A court order is a court order. You know, he's in lockout because he failed to go get it calibrated. Not because of this, not because of that, because he didn't call, no. You failed to go get it locked out, or you failed to go get it calibrated. That's why it's in lockout. I send you to go to test, and now you're testing positive for alcohol. Guess what happens now? That's right. Actions have consequences, Mr. Steyer. He goes with you. I'm sorry, but I can't continue to do it, man. It's unacceptable.
Judge, are you revoking his bond? What are you gonna set the new bonds at?
5,001.
5,000 more than the original bond,
Oh,
which is 5,000?
what's it at now? Is it 100?
Let me check.
Yeah, it's at 100. So 5,001.
So bond, okay.
5,001. Yes. Was it here? Sorry, Camino, but it's just too much.
Thank you, Judge.
And there it is, bond revoked and reset at $5,001. The judge made it just high enough to sting. Classic move to send a message. Public safety first. This defendant went from, let's fix the monitor, to sitting in lockup real quick. What do you think? Was the judge too harsh, or exactly right? Let me know below.